serve.
Hello, everyone. We're here to celebrate and honor Miss Connie's life. She touched so many people, and she was one of a kind. She was my friend, but she was also my spiritual mother. But also she was a great example as a woman of God. When my husband and I were here on staff, Connie and I used to spend many hours together. We would go out to eat. We would go out to get our nails done. And sometimes, if I was lucky and convinced her, she would come with me to the mall or to the outlets. In her defense, she wasn't a very fan of that. But I knew that, after COVID, she wasn't feeling so good. So I wanted her to come out and enjoy the outsides. Since COVID, she wasn't feeling very well. When we were announced to go to Dominican Republic in 2021, it was hard on both of us. I wasn't going to be here for her, and she was having a hard time with that as well. I knew she wanted me to stay, but she never told me, don't go. She said to me, I'm going to miss you, but those people need you and heal. And she promised to come visit us. Connie understood what sacrifice was. She knew souls came first. Connie had a great heart for people. One thing that amazed me was that she didn't use her sickness or her limitations to hold back her husband, even when she had the right reasons to do so. She released him to go and preach either in a city or in another nation. For me, that was a great example of her love for others. She knew how much Pastor loved to preach. She understood his calling. She would say to me, I don't like to be alone, but I don't want to hinder my husband from being a blessing to others. And even in her physical pain, she wasn't selfish. When Pastor Campbell had his accident in Australia, she called my husband and she asked him if I could come stay with her. My friend Yvette was with her when she got that call that Pastor Campbell had collapsed. I came and I stayed with her, and during that time, I saw her heartbroken, but also I saw her faith in God that He will bring her husband home. During that time, we prayed together. We fellowship with people. She would tell me, go get food and make menudo. She liked menudo. Pozole, not menudo, pozole. And she liked shrimp cocktail. And she would ask me, make a big pot, so invite whoever you want to invite. So we had people over and we played cards. She taught me how to play Uno. Because I didn't know how to play. We don't do board games. But she knew a lot of them, so she taught me how to play Uno. And most of the time she would win, and she loved that. She would tell me, let's do it again. You're going to win next time. And it was over and over again. There was days where we would stay up till 2, 3 in the morning, just talking about life, about family, drinking hot cocoa with marshmallows. Most of the time, she was worried about her husband. I saw her waiting every day for that phone call with news on her husband's health. But I also saw her strength during that time of hardship. She was worried for her husband, but she never doubted because she was waiting and trusting in God. And the way she handled and carried herself during that time was amazing to see and encouraging for me. A true testimony of her faith in God. Connie was a woman of her word. That was one of her many qualities. She also had a sense of humor. In January of 23, she arrived to Dominican Republic as she had promised. My husband and I live in an apartment on the 6th floor. That night, she asked me, do you guys have earthquakes here? I knew why she was asking that. Because she had been in a big earthquake when her and Pastor lived in Alaska in 1964. So she didn't like them. She wasn't a big fan of them. She stayed with us when she visited us. As the days went by, we were having a great time. One morning, my husband left at 6 in the morning, and I got up and I got dressed as well. But I went and checked on Connie, and she was sleeping, and she was still in bed, sleeping. So I went back to my room, and I lay down. All of a sudden, it started shaking. We were having an earthquake. I ran to Connie's bedroom, and I opened the door. She had her eyes wide open. She was dressed, and she was already in her wheelchair. She was telling me, we need to get out of here. You know, these constructions overseas, they're not built well. She's telling me, and you know, usually there's replicas. Hurry up, we need to get out. We're on the 6th floor. And I'm thinking, with the light, our electricity is not 24/7 in Dominican. So I didn't want it to get in the elevator. And so we're thinking, what are we going to do? I wasn't going to be able to carry her 6 floors down. So we agreed to get on the elevator. She said, let's just pray. Let's close our eyes and just pray. So we were praying all the way down. We made it to the car. So once we were in the car, she said, drive to the mountains. We have to go to the mountains because usually there's a tsunami after the earthquake. We're both freaking out. So she said, turn on the radio. We looked around and we noticed everybody's doing their own thing. Like the kids are walking to school, people is walking to their jobs, everything looks normal. So she says, turn on the radio. So I turned on the radio. The guy says, we just had an earthquake of 3.7. He says, there's nothing to worry about. So I translated to her, and we both started laughing. So we decided, instead of going to the mountains, we decided to go to the beach. And if you can put the picture up. We had a great time. I know she enjoyed that day with her piña colada, no alcohol. Just in case you guys were wondering. I was here in Chandler 4 weeks ago. I didn't say anything to anybody that I was going to come. I wanted to surprise Connie. And I knew, because Pastor had mentioned, that the time was getting close. So she was still in the rehab facility. So I walked into her room. She was by herself. When she saw me, her eyes got big and a big smile. I told her I was here to talk to her. I wanted to open my heart to her and tell her how much I appreciated her and how grateful I was for all the sacrifice she had made through the years, her years of labor and her love for all of us. She also told me she loved us. I visited her the next day and I asked her, do you want me to bring you soup? Do you want me to bring you anything? She said, no, just bring me a mocha frap. I did, like I always would, given she loved those things. I spent a few hours with her. We talked. I told her how much I loved her and how much I enjoyed my time with her. That was the last time we had together. I will miss her dearly, but I will treasure all the moments we spent together. Miss Connie has left a legacy all over the world, and we were so blessed to have her. She was a wonderful and a loving spiritual mother. That was our pastor's wife, Connie Campbell. Proverbs 31:30, a woman that fears the Lord is to be praised. Thank you.
I have the privilege